All right, they're talking about a circle. The radius is 2, -1. Then I go right 3, up 3. The graph will be better. Left 3, down 3. All right, I graphed it. Isn't it pretty? Whoops, I can't even make it touch. You get the idea. Okay? They want the equation. Always do the opposite when it's in parentheses. Don't forget to square the radius. And then they want the vertices. So there's 4 of those, which is this, 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 this. And you know that I can't see what I did. So here's the deal. 2 of them will stay the same on the x. 2 of them will stay the same on the y. So if the radius is 5, I'm going to add 5 and minus 5. So that's 4 and -6, which hopefully matches. 2, 4, 2, -6. Then on the x, I'm going to add 5 and minus 5. Add 5, 7, minus 5, -3. Okay? If I'm really obsessive and I want to make sure that I'm right, I can go 2 minus 2 is 0, squared is 0. 4 plus 1 is 5, squared is 25. That one's on there. And go through the rest, okay? They want the domain and the range. So the domain is, it goes from this value to this value, which means it goes from -3 is less than or equal to x, which is less than or equal to 7, which is -3 and 7. And then the range, I look at the y, okay? And that's -6 is less than or equal to y, which is less than or equal to 4. -6, 4. Okay. All right. It looks like there's 2 absolute value functions. Looks like this thing got cut off. And they want you to do the translation of the x only. So it looks like it went right and up, but they only want to know about the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. Really means left. Okay. And we're good. All right, I'm not sure why that one's in there. I don't think that's on your test. All right, but anyways, so now we need to factor. Remember, when we're dealing with factoring, my issue is if it looks too scary, simplify it. Okay, so this is like 9a squared minus 4. That makes me feel safer. Get rid of that b, make it a squared. Now it's the square root thing. 3a minus 2, 3a plus 2. Okay, so now, here's the deal. It's not this simple. It's got to be xa to the 8th, so that's going to be a 4. And then the b to the 12th means b6, b6. Let me write that a little bit nicer. How do you know if you're right or not? One way, box it out. Other way, store a value for a and b, put it in your calculator, press enter, you get a number. Do the same thing here, press enter, you get a number. These 2 numbers should be exactly the same. Let's go to the next one. Simplify this. 2 numbers that multiply. 2 numbers that add. But it's not simple, it's advanced. So that would be x cubed, x cubed. This would be the sum of cubes if the 2 was not a 2. So that's all done. This is the difference of cubes. So this would be x minus 2. Square the first guy, put those 2 together. Square the last guy. You zoom out a little bit. So this is covered here, and then that I couldn't do anything with, x cubed plus 2. And there's my answer. Okay? If you feel like on the test you don't have enough space, get scratch paper. All right, let's look here. Problem that makes it confusing is the n, so I'll pretend the n is not there. I see each of the numbers are divisible by 3, and I see that each of them has 2 x's. Factor. I did as much as I can do. Let's throw the n back in. Any time the n was always with the x. Okay. Express this in 4 different ways. All right, right. I write it 3 times. Okay. I will not accept this. This is kind of, well, actually, you know what? I lied. I'll accept this. That works. Okay. I also like the idea of taking out a 5 every single time. I also like the idea of doing that, and going, hey, there are 3 of them. Okay. I could also rewrite this as 5 times 5 times 5 is 125 times x minus 2 cubed. That's another way. You get the game. Ooh, this is factor by grouping. I like it. Oops. Hee. Remember what to do. Take out an x squared. X minus 9x. Wait. Oh, I'm struggling. Third time's a charm. Take out an x. I'm left with x squared minus 9. It has to go plus minus, but that's minus plus, so I take out a negative 4. Those match. Oops. Something happened here. Oh, I do take out an x squared. Woof, I'm doing awesome. Because remember, these two need to match. X squared minus 4, x minus 9. That's one way. Actually, this is another way. And then another way, keep going. X minus 2, x plus 2, x minus 9. That's another way. Another way, I feel like that is not a very good example for that one. Another way is that I could go this times this, which would be x squared minus 11x plus 18. Multiply that by, let me zoom out a little bit, x plus 2. Another way is I could go this times this. And multiply it by this. And if I'm not messy enough, you get the game. Okay. All right, last problem on the page. They want to know if this is equal to this. So let's look here. Box this out. I get x squared minus 2x plus 1. You'll box it out. Add it to 4x squared minus 7x plus 9. I get 5x squared minus 5x plus 10. I'm not solving it. I'm just trying to see if they are equal. Then I'll box this out. I get x squared minus x minus 2. Then I multiply that by 5. 5x squared minus 5x minus 10. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me make sure I did that right, because they look pretty close. So let's see. Plus 9 plus 1, that's right. Oh, so they are not equal. That is false. Okay?